Yo, yo, welcome back to another stream. Once again, we're gonna continue to work on the rig. So, you have been warned. It's gonna be a pretty slow stream, but that's what you get for a rigging stream, right? But anyway, welcome back to the stream. Today, we don't have any specific task at hand, but all I know is that I'll probably work on the twisting bones of the legs. I think it's long overdue, and as for the foot roll, I'll probably work on that off stream. But welcome. Let me just make sure that I have everything all properly set up and make sure that I'm live on Twitch. 1 second. Okay, no drop frames. Let me just restart this page. It seems like I'm having a bit of an issue. Restart this page. Okay, good. It was just a bug. Yo, Redwood, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome. Okay. We are good to go. Good to go. And one last check. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Great. Yo, bot, hello. How are you doing today? How are you guys doing today? Okay, so let me just make sure that I am on the right file. Okay, so I was working on making the rig look a little prettier, right? So this is currently what we have. It's not done. This is the FK rig as of now. It's looking pretty alright. It's still not complete. The deformation is still look at that, right? Still needs some work, but all in all, pretty happy with how things are turning out. A little error right there, okay. And let me just turn on the FKIK tweak bones. There it is. Right, we still have these controls, and if I turn back on the def bones, we have the ability to toggle between whether or not we want the arm to follow the rotation of the shoulders, right? You can see right now it's independent from it. And if I were to turn that on, rotation follow, it follows it. So it's really nice. Really nice. And the hair rig is almost done. It's still not done, but it's really close. We're getting there. You can see it's a lot more spider-esque now, right? We have a lot of... Is my camera straight? Are you good? I think. Okay. Alright, so yeah, let me just show you the rig. Why is my hair looking like that? Who messed with my damn hair? Okay, let me show you. Let me just turn on the hair damp track and shake it around. Look at that. Let me just hide the bones. Look at that. It moves! It moves! Look at that. And the best part about this is that we still have control over the hair, right? It's not completely physics dependent. Yummers, hey, deactivated. How are you doing today? Hello. And look at that. It still moves, right? So just imagine, while we're animating the fight scene, we could have the hair move a little, and then if we want to, we could also do this, make some manual changes. For instance, like, when he does the speed blitz, we could maybe have the hair go out this way. I was considering whether or not I want to do like an IK rig for this hair, but things might get a little convoluted. I mean, it already is, but any more than this, I think my brain might just break. You can ratatouille him, exactly. Look at that. So imagine him dodging from the bullet, right? and you could add a nice little smear frame with the hair. Look at that. Nice little smear. And yes, like Redwood said, you could Ratatouille him. Look at that. It's just like the profile picture, isn't it? Well, the profile, my current profile picture on Twitch and, well, on the second account of YouTube it was based off of this guy. Ta-da! And if I were to turn on the subdiv, it's gonna clean up on a lot of the weird deformation stuff. Look at that. Very happy. Why? Yo, Marshall, why did you paint underneath the t-shirt? Because there will be a scene of him with his shirt off. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother doing all of the this work, you know? Yo, Odyssey. Hello, mate. Good to see everyone. Good to see you too. How are you doing today? But yeah, it's... I painted his body because his body will be making an appearance. And his hands as well. Initially, I thought... I mean, I totally forgot that we needed his hands in one of the scenes. So I didn't sculpt his hands, did I? I probably didn't. I can't recall. I mean, the VOD is still up, but basically, I basically just didn't retopologize his hands because I totally forgot that we needed to do that. That his hands would make an appearance. Initially, it was just, you know, the gloves, right? I was like, oh shit. Wait a minute. For this scene, I'm gonna need his hands. So I yoinked this hand asset from Blender because I mean I was pressing for time. This one right here, I just yoinked it and stitched it together. Look at that. You gotta make use of what you have, right? There it is. And I just stitched it. Hey, shirt off scene. Okay, Marshall. All right. I promise it's not for the Patreon. This guy kind of reminds me of the game Sifu. Oh, well, I haven't seen the gameplay, but I am aware of the game. I thought it was a show, right? The one where he has multiple lives, but every time he dies, he gets older. It's that show, right? Crazy, yeah. So I just stitched it, and yeah, look at the topology. It's not so bad, right? We managed to make it work. It's not so bad. And plus his hands won't be seen up close, which is why I didn't bother cleaning up all of these little, you know, texture painting artifacts. They're gonna be seen from afar. I'm being very... as meticulous as I can. Well, as in, no, it's pretty much the opposite, but I mean, like, to do as little work as I possibly can. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, with the subdiv turned on, looks like that, right? It's a little... it's not so bad. I mean, his nails are pretty much non-existent. I could have, you know, gone in there, duplicated this, or and do the same for the other guys, duplicated that, you know, and then add a solidify, and then call it done. I could do that. Let's do like 1 cm. Oh, it's already 1 cm. Maybe 3 millimeters. A little much still. 1 millimeter. 1 mm, right? I could have gone in there and done this, and then, you know, make some fine-tuning and call it done. But again, his hands are not going to be that visible. His hands are going to be viewed from about this far away from the camera. So anyway, not for Patreon, it's for only Naki. Oh my god. The physics and fighting in that game is legendary. I should really play that game sometimes. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen it's the one that looks a lot like Arcane, especially that one scene with the grandma. No, the one where she was selling, what was it? was some sort of noodles, right? I'm not exactly sure what kind, but despite being bi, I'm more into femboys. What would you classify him? Otherwise, this just looks like a normal dude to me. Okay. Pedicure time. But yeah, I was in the midst of setting up the FK widgets with this very, very handy add-on called Bone Widget, right? It's so useful. I cannot recommend this anymore couldn't recommend this more, right, to all the riggers out there. Highly recommend. And it's free, just so you know. It's pretty wild. And you could go in to like the widgets themselves, you could edit widget and you could make your own shapes, you know? How cool is that, right? Back to bone, let me just hide the deformation bones once again before I move on to working on the leg twist bones. Tweak. There it is. There it is. I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far. Very happy. Let me just set it to texture. There we go. Oh, I've yet to bake the placeholder textures for the eyes and the eyebrows. But yeah, I would probably be animating in this view a lot, considering how lag-free it is. Oh, and I was inspecting the storm file. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but the other time I did mention that I had like this bug with the rig. Turns out it was breaking because I had the Cloud Rig add-on turned on. I don't know why, but that breaks it. See, now it's perfect, right? No issues at all. But if I were to go into preferences and then Cloud Rig, which by the way is updated, right? I reinstalled and made sure it's the latest version. Now, if I were to reopen this file, it breaks it. I don't know why, but it just does. It's weird, but anyway, let me just show you what I wanted to show you. Let me turn off the Cloud Rig and reopen this file. I'm gonna have to bookmark the add-on. Oh, you have to. You guys have to check this out. Let me see if I can maybe find the link. Blender Bone... What is it called? Widget? Add-on? It's amazing. The fact that it's free too. Okay, there it is. Let me just share it in chat. I wonder how hard is it to make hands? Oof. Hands are in themselves like a whole it's its own subject in itself, you know? Let me just drop this here. But yeah, hands difficult, feet and hands, right? But anyway, the thing that I wanted to show you guys, the singlet. Right, observe how it very nicely sticks to the body. Where is it at? Arm, leg, yeah. I wonder why this isn't set to integer. But anyway. Yo, Lucas! Hello, welcome. Thanks, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks man, even though I'm on an older version of Blender. Ah, okay. How old are we talking though? FKIK switch, that's the one. I need this. There it is. Okay, what did I want to show you? Yeah, this. Look at that. Look at how nicely the shirt sticks to the body. I was wondering how they did that. And of course, they used the surface deformation modifier, which makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I will definitely be utilizing this. I'll probably create like a helper mesh to then surface deform the shirt onto it. So yeah, anyway, let me just go back to... Wait, my god, I'm dumb. There it is, sorry about that. Okay, I was trying to show you guys, look at that. Look at how clean this deformation is, right? The singlet. As opposed to mine. Let me just turn back on my shirt. As opposed to mine, look at that. See that? Yeah. But yeah, turns out it's a very simple solution. They just relied on the surface deform modifier, so without it, that's what it does with. And yeah, so we're maybe I'll do that now instead of doing the leg bones. Maybe I'll do that now, since it's we're very much focused on the upper body. Yeah, let's do it now. Yo, Maestro. Yo, Dave. Hello. 2.79? Okay, that is like way back. Okay, but that is already when the left mouse button is the left mouse button, because at one point, right, I don't know if you guys remember, but by default the left mouse button was the right mouse button. It's crazy. But anyway, let me just hide the FKIK. Let me think. Okay. Yeah, I probably just need the deformation bones. Probably not even that. But anyway, what I want to do is... Okay, so what I want to do now, right, is to make sure that the shirt doesn't clip through the body. Right, I've done my best to mask out the body as much as I possibly can without anything... Without it disappearing from this angle, right? Because there's probably going to be a point in the film where his arm would be lifted up like this, and to be able to see, or rather should I say to not be able to see like whatever's inside that would not be ideal. So okay, now I'm getting another idea, right? Because I'm not a fan of how much this bottom part is sticking to the body. So first things first, let's clean that up, and then we'll create a helper mesh to then bind this shirt onto it. This will make sense later, but okay. You miss old speed, 2021, 2022. What about the old speed that you miss? You don't remember that? You were using 2.8 and up. Okay, I see. Yeah, there was a point in time where for some reason the left click was the right click in Blender. It's pretty wild. Okay. I think for these guys I'm going to put them to 0.2 so that they don't bend as much. There it is. You know, I've come to be okay with weight painting, right? Anything, I used to hate anything related to rigging, anything at all. Don't get me wrong, I still hate rigging, okay? I still detest it. But weight painting, I can kind of see the charm. It's kind of like retopology, where I used to hate it, but now not so much, because I get it now. You know, at some point when, you know, when you're not familiar with something, obviously the natural thing to do is to hate it. Anything you're not proficient at, fuck that shit. No, but I've became more okay with weight painting now, because I kind of understand what is required of weight painting now a little bit better after taking the art of effective rigging too. So yeah, you feel that? Thank you. It's a valuable skill. Also hit rigging though. Mike, welcome to the stream. I know. Screw rigging. But it's such a useful tool, isn't it? I hate that it's so useful. Why you gotta be so beneficial to what I want to do? Damn it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's not perfect. Look at that, right? And there's no way I'd be able to mask that out, or rather, like, hide that, right? I mean, I could. Let me see. Let me hide this part. Maybe... yeah, just that. Select mirror, extend. Okay, and assign. Shit. Don't assign. I need to make sure that I have the right bone selected. There it is. Chest. Okay, now we assign. No, wrong. No. Wrong. Not chest. What did I want to do again? Right. Edit to the mask. Holy shit. Okay, it was already set to 1 in the first place, so I'm good. Edit to the mask. There it is. Shirt toggle. That's the one. Assign. Then it should disappear. There we go. Select mirror. Assign. Alright. Am I hiding too much? I feel like... you know what, that's not so bad. That is not bad at all. I'll leave it as it is. The iconic memes. Speed, please, I need this. My mama kinda homeless, okay. Ben, do you believe in God? Why do we feel nostalgia? Miss the old times. Old times, you said. Can you believe it, guys, that COVID was 6 to 7 years ago? Oh my god. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Resist. It's a valuable skill to hate rigging. Yes, it is. It unites people. We can all collectively hate rigging together. Form a circle. You know? Light up some cozy fire. Some marshmallow. Hydrate. Wait, where's my bottle at? Oh, shit. Wait, I'll be right back. I didn't bring my bottle in my room. One sec. Okay, I found it. I will hydrate. Yo, Ginger. Hello. Cheers. Oh, that was a wet one. Okay. Who messed with my hair? Okay. Rip your PC. Hopefully you can get a new one soon. Oh, okay. Yo, Splits, hello. Sup, gay boys and girls? You want to make games? So if you can make a game on this rig, imagine how many copies you can sell on millions of low-end PCs. That is a fair point. What is that one game where it was under 96 kilobytes? What a crazy achievement. After this character, do you need to rig other characters too, or can you dive into animation? Oh yeah, well, okay. Before I move on to working on the other characters, I will be doing, like, you know, some animation test on this guy. There it is. That's the one I needed to get out. So yeah, that will be happening. A corrective. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do an animation test. So yeah, I'll be working on, maybe I'll spend like 1 or 2 days working on the animation test. I plan to have him do the Irish out dance, you know? But I don't know if I really want to do that. It might take a little bit might take too much time, but I am tempted to do that. 6, 7. San Bonani, yo, maestro, you gotta go to school on Saturday? Oh no. Do you feel nostalgic? Everything like movies and TV shows, real life, the trend? Nostalgic? Do I feel nostalgic? For what in particular? But yeah, in general, sure. You know. In general, yeah. Okay, we don't need the toggle. We don't need the mask. Subdivision, we don't need that. Mia 6, 7. Oh my god. That's gonna be your new entrance emote. Only for a short while? Yo, you love this song? Hell yeah. You like 6, 9 more, oh my god. I really look forward to the short film. Really wish you luck, bro. Take your time. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope I don't disappoint. I hope I don't. Geo Protag body. I'll call this HLP for a helper bones. Helper mesh. Alright, and I will throw that into... I'll just leave it in there, that's fine. We don't need the head, so I will be deleting that. I hope that doesn't mess with the rigging too much. I will select the edge loops by hand. Delete them, and then we can delete the head. Let's do normal. Oh my god, splits. Yeah, Mia? How you doing, Mia, by the way? How you doing today? Might have to work tomorrow, you don't know yet, since the winter storm is here. Here is gonna be crazy tomorrow, apparently. Oh, okay. Well, stay safe. Stay safe. Your favorite Minecraft song? Ooh. That's a really tough one. It's a really tough one. Other side is really good. I mean, this one right here. I am very nostalgic for Wet Hands. I'm kind of torn between... but the other side is also really good though. Okay, I'm torn between... oh man, there are too many good options. Sweden is also really good. I'm torn between Wet Hands, Featherfall, and Other Side. Yeah, those are all really good. I mean, this entire playlist, they're all really good. Sweden, it brings tears to your eyes. It really, Sweden hits hard. It really does. Never heard of it. Generic but Mice on Venus, that's a valid pick. You're all goody, tired but full of fruits. Okay, you rest well. Rest up well. Full of fruits. What did you have? Bruh, these songs are all so damn good. Okay, it didn't break, thankfully. So, the reason why we need to create a helper mesh for the surface deform modifier is because we're going to be toggling between two level of details, right? So the one for animating and one for the final render, like that, right? And the problem is by toggling on and off your subdiv, you're changing the amount of verts there is on the model, and the surface deform modifier relies on, you know, on the exact the current mesh information. So whenever you were to turn that on and off, let me just give you a visual example instead of explaining it, right? So let's just turn on the surface deform modifier and then bind it to the body, okay? Right? What this allows you to do is to look at that, like, okay, that is, we currently have the mask turned on, so how do I turn it off? Okay, okay, just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna turn that. Do I want to do it? You know what, let me just save it first. Save. Okay, so I'm gonna X away the mask. I'm gonna turn on the surface deform. Then if I were to move this around, you can see how it sticks really nicely to the body. Look at that, it's perfect. I'm adjusting the body, by the way, not the shirt. That's how clean it is. But the problem is that now if you want to go in and, you know, turn on the subdivision, it breaks the surface deform. Look at that. Target vertices change from blah blah to blah blah, you know, and it breaks it. So in order to avoid that, you want to create a duplicate mesh that in which you wouldn't toggle on and off the subsurface. Sorry, not the subsurface, the subdivision. So it does, so that way it doesn't break. And then all you got to do is to hide the helper mesh, the one that you duplicated from the render. Okay, but okay, let's just do it instead of yapping. Undo. Okay, I have them back on. Hamburger, what the? Aw, man. Creeper? Aw, man. You don't want to bother me, but you feel stuck in your current project. Can I help you with it? Yeah, I mean, if you need advice, sure, I can try. No promises that there'll be good advice, but I can try. So we back in the mindset. So we're back in the mines. Got a pickaxe swinging from side to side. Man, what a banger! Man, it looks like a black dude when you do the X-ray thing. Oh, this. Yeah, we have the mat cap turned on right now. Helper, yeah. The helper mesh, exactly. Besides a shitty donut you were working on, but stopped since you were working on it in version 4.2. Gonna do it all over again in 2.87. Oh no. So you had to revert, okay, because your PC couldn't handle the latest version. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, let's have this shirt bind onto the helper mesh. Let me just make sure that that's what they did. Oh, they didn't even rig the shirt. The shirt wasn't even rigged. Oh, wait. No, it is rigged. Okay. It is rigged. Oh. Oh, sorry Mia, I missed your 10 stream streak. Thank you so much for the 10 stream streak, Mia. Arnold Holt, Ezzy, Here come the rats. Yo, Ezzy, welcome to the stream, guys. Hey, Raiders, we are currently working on a character for an animated short film that I'm currently working on. And how was the stream? You were last streaming Pokemon Gale of Darkness? I see. How was the game? How was the game? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, Ezzy. Yeah, just to quickly go through what's going on. You're looking at the protagonist of the short film that I'm currently working on. Gloves. Ta-da! This is his final look. But we have a few options right now. We have the shirtless option and the gloveless option. It's for a reason. This all has a purpose in the short film. But thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Was super nice. You're having a lot of fun. It's a game you've played a bunch in your childhood, but you wanted to replay it now. Ah, okay. I see. I'm glad you had fun. And thank you for the raid. If you have to raid and run, go eat and stuff, feel free to do so. And welcome, Raiders. Welcome. So yeah, let's continue working on the shirt, right? Oh my god, it looks like he has a... It kind of looks cool, doesn't it, guys? Wait, hold up. Why does this slap? Oh! Tara, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid, Tara. How was the book? This looks sick, by the way. I've been lurking in here a few times, and I'm always impressed with people who can model really well. Ah, thank you, Ezzy. Thank you. That's really kind. And thank you for lurking. Thank you. Tara, yo. Guys, I mean, you guys probably already know who Tara is, but she is a fellow 3D artist. But on top of that, she's also a 2D artist. So, yeah, please check her out. She streams too. I mean, she just rated me, so of course she streams, but she streams art as well. How's the book? That shit fit real tight, right? Oh, first mecha? Naki, you gotta get a white turtleneck now. Oh my god. There's no shot I can pull this off. This guy is just too much of a Chad. But holy, why does this slap though? Let's add a solidify modifier in that. Oh, wrong guy. Wrong mesh. Bum bum bum. Doo doo doo. Why does this slap? Okay. But anyway, we need this what we're looking at right now, this little white quote-unquote turtleneck, is a helper mesh for us to bind the shirt onto the body, right? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. It's going slow, and of course, at the beginning I said I'm gonna make this in a day. Yo, you know what? Happens to the best of us. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I've said that a number of times. I've said, okay, let's try to complete this speed sculpt within an hour or two, and then I end up spending like 3 to 4 hours on it, right? That's just the way it is. Sure. Okay, I want to bind this. Oh my god, this kind of slaps. Holy shit. This could be like a winter outfit. Okay. Let's stay focused. Bind. Alright, now let's hide the helper mesh. There it is. Look at that. It no longer clips through it. Look at the difference it makes. Look at that. Oh, let me just move the... There it is. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably... Maybe I'll subdivide this body, like this mesh, so that it sticks a lot nicer. Yo, Penguin, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're late? Here come the rats? Yes. Welcome, rats. For real, right? I gotta go take care of myself though, so have a nice rest of the stream. Thank you, Ezzy. You have a good one. Thank you once again for the raid. How is the rigging going? The rigging is going not too bad, a little slower than I had anticipated, but that's only because of how little I knew of what has to be done. Let me just unhide all of the bones. Look at all this crap. Oh wait, but by the way, I don't want to hold you hostage, Tara. If you have to go, run errands and do stuff, feel free to do that. But here is what we have so far. We have a bunch of mechanical bones. So like bones within bones. Look at that. Oh my god. This is such a nightmare. Bones within bones. Right? But it's going okay. It's not so bad. Let me just set this to IK just to give you a little demo. Okay, there it is. I haven't had it so that whenever I do that, it hides the other bones. But anyway, look at that. Let me hide the FK. Ta-da! It's kind of working. And then we have the option to toggle between rotate follow and rotate not follow. I'm talking about the rotation of the shoulders. So if I were to set this back to FK and toggle on and off the rotation follow, look at that. So now the arm is following the orientation of the shoulders, but if you want them to be independent, you can do that too. All of this was taught in the Art of Effective Rigging, and I'm just following through. I have no idea what I'm doing. Magic to your eyes. It is to my eyes too, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget like 50% of this. GG Snocky for making this. Thank you. I try. Don't break my son. Had that look 20 years ago, mate. The good old days. Look at that. Very happy with how it's going, but there's still so much to do. Holy shit. Oh, wait. One last thing before you go, if you have to go. I'm very proud of this hair rig. This, I kind of Frankensteined a rig together, right? Let me just show you what this looks like. So I have the option to turn on and off the quote-unquote physics. Like this is like physics-assisted hair rig, right? So if I were to turn that on and hide this, it moves! It moves! Look at that. And the best part about this is that we still have the option to manually tweak the hair. So let's just say we have like a smear frame, right, where he maybe speed blitz away from a bullet, okay? We have the option to do that. Boom, boom. That's amazing. Thank you. That's so cool. That's so sick. Thanks, guys. Y'all are too kind. But look at that. If he needs to dodge away from a bullet, he can do that. Look at that. Okay, that's a bit much, but you get what I'm saying though, right? Let me just bring that there. Oh, and I gotta turn on the subdiv so it doesn't look so weird. And I can rotate them too. Look at that. Rotate. And then turn on the subdiv. And let's make him move. Look at that. It still works. So having like a nice balance between, okay, ignore the bald spots, that will be rectified. But having a nice balance between like physics, quote unquote, I say that very lightly, physics assisted rig and while having the manual controls, it's really nice. Really nice. Heck yeah, yo Nick. Bruh, I wanted to do this for my character. Can you link me the course you were doing? Sure. Maybe 30% stays exactly. That's just the way it is, right? P2 Design Academy, The Art of Effective Rigging 2. Okay, I'll link you to his site. Let me just hide that. Okay, it keeps going to my dashboard, but it's this one. This one. Is the hair a mash? Yes, it is. I'll show it to you in a bit. Yeah, no problem, Tara. I got this on Black Friday. It was on sale. So it might be a little bit on the pricier. Oh, there it is. Sorry, Mike. I missed that. You know what? Yeah, use that link instead. It leads directly to the Art of Effective Rigging course. Anime air hair. Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Let me just catch up to your messages. Heck yeah. Do you think you'll ever get a bald spot? Yes. I feel like that is inbound. I feel like that is coming to me in like 10, 20 years. Better start spamming that minoxidil, right? Maybe throw in some DHT blockers. And when I get into coding, holy shit, Odyssey. Even in this chat, very chat, you being the one who to pick up a pencil or anything for that matter to create you're an artist, that's fair. Okay, let me just make sure that I'm all caught up. You want to do it as well? Actually, let me link you to, I'm not sure if you're on Twitter, but Yulia, you know the streamer Yulia, she has tutorial on how to do a damp track for, you know, anything like hair or, you know, cloth, and that could be a very useful video to look at. Let me just find it real quick and I'll link it to all of you. Y'all need to watch this. Media bookmarks. Where did I save it? Sounds good. Yeah. Pretty sure there aren't any courses on the level of P2 design courses. He does go in like in depth. He explains the fundamental things that we all have to know. You know, all the constraints that we're about to utilize, right? Oh, there it is. Okay, y'all need to watch this, okay? If you have Twitter, let me just put it in the chat. There it is. If you guys want to learn how to do damp track, this is a very simple, direct tutorial you guys could check out. Oh right. To answer your question, Chaz Pisano, you were asking if this was if the hair was a mesh. Yes, it is. Let me just hide the rig. There it is. These are all individual. Initially, they were hair curves, right? And then, yeah, I then separated them into groups. There you go. Into groups, like clumps of hair clumps, right? Which I would then rig. But instead of like having to weight paint on every single strand of hair, one sec. There it is. No, let me just use another one so it's a little clearer, more conspicuous. There we go. Okay, so instead of having to weight paint on every single one of these clumps, you're better off creating these cages. One sec. Right, just create a rough mesh around your hair clumps. Right, and once you have, well, pretty much all of the clumps nicely covered, and also have it so that the edge loops are roughly where the bend of the rig will be at. You can then weight paint them like this, right? You see, instead of going through them one clump at a time, you can then create a data transfer on your hair clumps, put it before the armature, and then select. One sec. and then select the cage you made. And then since we want to transfer over all of the vertex groups, select vertex data, vertex groups. And then for my case, I found that nearest face interpolated, it gives me the best results, but you could mess around with that. And then you want to generate the data layers and apply this. And then just like that, very, very simple, you now have a movable group of hair clumps with quote-unquote physics. I say that lightly because it's just, you know, just a damn track, just delayed transformation. So yeah, okay. Let's go back to like the helper bone, not helper bone, helper mesh stuff. You have Twitter, nice. Procedural texture, yes. This is the tiny hair shader. Let me just do a little. Oh, I don't have a command for that. Damn it. There we go. Yo, Brooke. Hi, Tiny. Watch your video. If you need a female voice, I could help. Oh, thanks, Brooke. Currently, I have niche has that covered, but I really appreciate the offer. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind, Brooke. In case, you know, for future projects, I will keep that in mind. But okay. It's awesome. Yeah. So this is completely procedural. I did bake it though, just as a little placeholder, just so that we can view it in the solid object, solid preview. There we go. I'll use it when I have Blender one day. Let's go. There's a free version, by the way, guys. If you're perhaps like skeptical of the add-on, there is a free version. You check that out first, and then if you like it, then yeah, consider getting the product. Okay, let me unbind that. And for this, I will likely do a subdiv. If I were to apply that, is that gonna break the armature? Cannot be applied with shape keys. Damn it. Damn. Oh. Actually, I think I can apply these guys. Yeah, that's fine. Let me just apply them real quick. Apply all shape keys and then apply this. Is that gonna break the rig? Let's find out. I had the chance to use tiny hair last night and it was fun to add it to my model. Oh, hell yeah. Do you have anything you want to show? I could check it out. You promised me the big fella's voice if needed? Okay, wait, did I promise you that? Okay. I thought I promised Mika, because Mika also, he called dibs on the big guy. Or was that you? Isn't it Mika? It was one of you. You guys could fight for the big dude. Maybe I'll have you guys audition for it. That'll be fun. Have you guys join the call on Discord, and then you guys could do a live audition. How long has it taken you to get to this level of skill in Blender? Okay, I started using Blender in mid-2020, but I did go to 2 different visual effects schools for a total of 5 years, and one of the modules is 3D, and we did tackle Maya, and we did some hard surface modeling in school. So consider that as well, but a lot of these skills were I would consider them self-taught. So I would say I don't know if I want to include the 5 years as like actually 5 years, because okay, but anyway, 5 years kind of on and off using Maya, and then I took a 2 years break, completely hands off 3D, completely hands off, because I had to serve my conscription, right? 2 years in the army. And then when I left the army, I didn't touch anything related to 3D until I'd say maybe mid 2020. Yeah, mid 2020. That's when I started picking up Blender again. And I pretty much had to learn from scratch. Well, not from scratch, but you know what I mean. Like 2 years after not touching anything, that you're bound to lose a chunk of your skill set. And then yeah, from then until now. So it's been a minute now. It's been quite a minute. Gonna look for a bit. Gonna go grab some food and coffee. That sounds good. You have a good one, Tara. Thanks for the hydrate, Rebel. Yo, E-boys. Oh, that was wow, sorry about that. I thought I was the only one. Actually fun? Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys should do an audition. That would be hilarious. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to do corrective bones for this area right there. Oh no. Okay. Well, you know what? I could always just replace this placeholder anyway. It's not that difficult to do. Well, let's just hide this for now. Temp. I'll write in the full word just so that it's very, very clear. Temporary. Let's put that in the temp helper. There we go. And make sure that the shirt is binded to it. There it is, bind. Wait, unbind? Let me just make sure that the bone is set to rest. Okay. Bind, and let's give it a shot. Let's test it out. Oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Not the best, but not the worst either. Yeah, it's not so bad. I just have to add the corrective bone for the little the transition point between the last rib, the 10th rib, and where all the obliques and fat will be at. I'll obviously be starting my art baby journey again. You got this, you got this. My accent sounds... Your accent sounds like American and Texas. Cool. Very cool. You're from India? Oh. But your accent sounds American and you sound like a Texan, is that what you're saying? The hotkeys comes like to me pretty fast in softwares I haven't used for a while. Just me? Damn. Oh, not me at all. It takes me a while. It takes me time. Okay. It is not so bad. It no longer clips through, which is nice. It pretty much did what I wanted it to do, but it is still a little problematic in the sense that you know, you can see it for yourself. It's just not perfect. Some correction is due. Oh, do I need mechanical switch arm to be... Is it copying a transform of one of these bones? Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's fine. It's a little problematic down there. Okay. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let's move on to creating the twist bones, right? Yo, Nickies, welcome to the stream. There's some news about... Oh, right, alright. I didn't hear about that, Maestro. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I didn't go to the gym today. Today's a rest day. Yesterday I did legs. Today I was supposed to do pull, but I am still aching from the previous pull session. So I'll take today as a... not only as a chance to rest, but to also, you know, catch up on the course. And tomorrow we're gonna go kill our back. Tomorrow is pull day. Okay, twist bones, twist bones. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna hide all these bones. Okay, these guys. Do you have a gym? No, I don't have a gym, but I go to a gym. Oh, there it is. Okay, now, I'll work on the corrective bone off stream. Let's focus on getting the twist bone for now. So what we have to do is to create a duplicate. Let me just make sure that this is... what is this parented to? Okay, yep. Alright. Why am I so guessy? Let me just turn on the symmetry duplicate, and we want to subdivide this. I'm gonna subdivide that into 4 bones, so subdivide it by 3. There it is. Wait, why did I do that? Okay, we can rename these guys as thigh 1 dot L 2, 3, and 4, you know? Darn, did think about my accent. Maybe good with some northern accent to give it more character. Ooh. Right, what would that sound like? Russian? Indian? Steven? He... Steven, he... Yeah, I can impersonate too. My friend 3D printed a cute blue whale, gave it to me, and now it sits pretty on my nightstand. I hope I get my own 3D printer one day. Ah, that's nice. That's really nice. I do want to get into 3D printing someday, that's for sure. That is for sure, but I think that will be for future me to worry about, or to think about, because I have too much on my plate right now. I got an entire short film to finish. But it would be really fun though. That would be really, really fun. Okay, now that we have these guys, you know what? Let's do the same for the calves as well. Just let's get these, or the shin, right? Let's get them out of the way, and let's subdivide them into 3, so 4 bones in total as well. Too accurate on the okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Do you have a gym buddy? No, I don't. Well, technically, I don't know if you would consider this as a gym buddy, but I do have a cut buddy. A digital cut buddy. Niche. Niche is my digital cut buddy. We keep each other accountable. But she's been killing it though. She doesn't need any accountability checks. Okay, 4. There we go. 1, 2. I've been constantly main gaining and cutting and main gaining and cutting, but my belly fat is just really, really stubborn, and it gets really exhausting to cut beyond 8 weeks. 4 right, 4 left, 4 right. Okay. But yeah, I'm almost at my goal. I'm finally... Ah, wrong. God damn it. Okay, copy, paste. Okay. Get out. You don't go outside unless it's school or to buy food. You only have a small amount of friends, and the rest are people you know or don't give a shit about. I mean, that's fair enough. That's fair. I don't particularly have a lot of friends as well, right? I keep my circle pretty close. But you know, there's nothing wrong with either or. Think of Lars from Metallica. You promise it will not sound like that. Wait, I kind of forgot what it sounds like. It's been a minute since I've seen a Lars interview. I'll check that. Let's see if I remember the. Okay, Lars Ulrich. Okay, let me just put that on the side. What a legend. You don't want to go to the US? You don't know? Some bullshit happened. You want to go to Australia and New Zealand? Okay. Australia has giant spiders the size of dogs. So that's nice. America looks like it's falling apart. Awesome. Yeah. You got a cut, buddy. I recently modeled a Batman logo belt buckle and got it 3D printed in stainless steel. Holy shit, it polishes really well. I would imagine so. Damn. Okay. Let's focus on the pants for now. We're gonna have to basically transfer all of these weight painting information from these big bones, right? From these big bones to the smaller bones that we've just created. Your father's friend has a sick humor. He called your father to bring a happy announcement that after years of work, he finally lost a lot of weight. What he didn't say right away was that he was in an accident and lost half of his leg. Holy shit. That's an interesting way to break the news. Wow. Respect. That's all I can say. Respect. Holy. Let me just select these bones. Right there. Where's it at? There it is. That's the one right there. We need to lock these guys. Okay, so thigh. I'm gonna lock these guys and then... Oh, we have to reparent in order to add these empty groups. And then, yeah, it'll create these empty vertex groups in the, under the vertex group. So let's go back to this weight paint and lock these guys 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then these guys as well. And the shin bone. I just need this one, that, and that. Alright, now that we have all of them locked, we can then invert the lock. Lock, invert all. There it is. So now we have just these bones unlocked. There it is. Okay. Story from years ago. Okay. Crazy for sure. That's a wild story. That is a wild story. He uses humor a lot in sad situations. Yeah, some people are like that. Yeah. I want to go to the US, but some precedent don't allow that. Oh, really? Okay. It's time for a K. Make sure to go to bed. School awaits on Saturday, imagine. Well, best of luck, Maestro. Thanks for for dropping by the stream. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Alright, so now the goal is to transfer all of these weight paint to these little bones that we have created, right? Actually, before I do that, I just want to make sure that these bones inside are all aligned to the roll of the bigger bone. So let me just do that. Active bone. Okay, it should be already aligned. I didn't change anything, but just for safety. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay, good. Alright, now it's time to do that. It's very simple. Select the armature and the pens. And since we have all of the other bones locked, and we have the auto-normalize turned on, it's very easy to transfer over the weights, right? So turn on symmetry, that way the same thing applies on the other side. So I'm going to turn on the projected under the fall off shape of the fall off. Weight, set it to 1. And look at that, like anything beyond the locked areas will be remained at the 0, which is really, really nice. And then yeah, let's just transfer all of it to this smaller bone for now. So we can put away the big bone, right? Let me just turn on the wireframe for now. Ah, hydrate, thank you. The freak is that thumbnail? Hey Jacob. Yes. Has anyone actually tried feeding Donnie a Snickers? Just saying, Donnie. Who is Donnie? Oh. Is that is that a nickname for a Trump? Donnie? Okay, yeah, it's transferring nicely. There it is. Just transfer that all the way through. There it is. Now it has been nicely transferred. Okay, yeah, what I'm gonna do is to go into I'm gonna select the big bone, and you can see that not everything has been transferred, right? So I'm gonna set the weight to 0 and just erase it, since we have auto normalize turned on. Well, this one is tough. Let me think about how to do this. Okay, I'll just select this bone and paint on these areas instead. Oh. Okay. Interesting. You know what? I'll just unlock this bone, maybe. Let's see. I could just divide it, I guess. 0.5 on each side. I'll do 0.5 here. And then 0.5 here. Oh no, it's already been transferred. Okay. Oops. Wait. Oh, did it work? I think it worked. Yeah, that worked. Yo, Cajun Matator, how you doing today? Why are we talking politics now? Let's know politics, right? He who must not be named. Bingo card. Oh no. What is your favorite country? That is crazy. Obviously my own country, right? Okay, I think it It has all been nicely transferred. Let me just hide all of the bones I don't want visible for now. Get out of my way. There we go. Okay, cool. No more residues. Very nice. Alright, now that we have everything nicely transferred, we can now hide or lock the thigh bones. We don't need them anymore. We could hide them as well. Hide. And hide. Okay. Yeah, so now all we have to do is to, as evenly as possible, distribute these weight, I guess. These weights. So what I'm gonna do is I'll slightly... Do I wanna... how do I wanna do this? Let me think about this real quick. Okay, I'll do a twist. Actually, first, let me just select these bones, and what I want to do is to have them parented but disconnected. Alright, and then let's go back into the weight paint. There we go. Have you been to other countries? I have. So, oh wait, are they all disconnected? Okay, why is it not Oh, I didn't have this turned on, of course. Okay, skill issue. But yeah, I've been to other countries. I've been to Hong Kong, Thailand. Okay, Hong Kong was for a school trip. I've been to Stuttgart, Germany for a school trip. I've been to Cambodia for a school trip. I've been to Thailand, family trip. Been to China. That was ages ago. I forgot exactly which part of China. Well, of course, the neighbor of Singapore, Malaysia. I've been there. Is that it? I think that's about it. Just a few that I've mentioned. Rain, Stinky, yo, Stinky, how you doing, Stinky? How you doing? Sorry I haven't been as active on your stream because well, it's no surprise at this point, but my home Wi-Fi is so ass that every time I'm lurking there, I'm pretty much like at least 30 seconds delayed. So it becomes extremely tough to communicate. So I just end up lurking there. Carbon! Oh my god. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Wait. Yo, I mean, you guys already know who Rain is. But, you gotta check out Rain. Also check out Carbon. These are fellow 3D artists, and Rain, just like Terra, is they're also 2D artists. Can I do this, please? No. I think there's a cooldown and a shout out, unfortunately. But yes, check them out. Check them out if you guys want more through art content. There you go. Germany mentioned. Ihilibidi. Where's Japan? I've never been to Japan. I've never been to Korea. Never been to Vietnam. I've never been to Indonesia. A lot of the neighboring countries I've never been to, and a lot of the other the faraway countries I've been to are because of obligations. Well, the school trip, wasn't really an obligation. I'd say more so an opportunity, right? Yeah. We're getting some iClone 8 animations for work. Ooh, iClone. Hell yeah. That is like some legit industry stuff. It's all good. Soup happens, right? Soup does happen. Unfortunately. Okay, let me just begin the painting. I'll start from this guy. I'll do 1 for now. I'll probably do... You know what? I'll do 0.5 here. Let me just turn on projected. I'll do this, and then I'll do 1 for the rest. And we have auto normalize turned on so that they nicely transfer over. Look at that, right? And make sure symmetry is turned on as well. And then I'll just set this back down to 0.5, and then let's continue on the process. Okay, 0.5 here as well. And then 1. Here we go. Ich liebe dich auch. I don't know how... I probably butchered the shit out of that. Not bad, just had some soup. Hell yeah. What kind of soup did you have? I'm feeling nice today, so I hope you had a good soup. I hope soup was good. Can you watch the new trailer of Glitch? Maybe towards the end of the stream. Sure, I'll do that. But please remind me if I forget, okay? Just saw something cool on the front page. What is that? Let me just save that. Okay. What is Glitch? Apparently it's a YouTube channel with a lot of the independent short film stuff. I just found out about that like a few days ago because of, I believe, Dave. When I'm done with this contract, I'm going to do more iClone stuff after and mess around with mocap stuff more often. Oh shit, that sounds sick. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's exciting. I hope you do that on stream so that we can check that out. Nope, let me just make sure that that is nicely transferred over. Okay. With auto normalize turned on, I'm just gonna erase the residue. There we go. Let me just turn off projected, clean that up. Never mind. Do it here instead. Cool. Let's continue the transferring process, right? Start with this. Turn projection. You know what? I'll leave projection off for now for this particular paint job. Yeah, now I'm seeing a problem now with this style of topology. Right, it caters to the shape. It conforms to the form of the pants really nicely, but it comes at a cost with the whole weight painting process. I'm seeing the drawback now. You know, back then I didn't have like a concept of what the consequences are. They are becoming a little clearer. Okay, let me lock these shin bones. We don't need them anymore. And we can hide them. I'm learning a lot from doing from this character creation. Holy, learning a lot. The kids wanted chicken nugget and hot wings for dinner, and me as the responsible adult said, hell yeah. Hell yeah. W dad. W dada. Glitch, let's make a new show. Game Overs made by Rubber Ross. Let's making a new show. Game Overs. Oh, you're saying that a new show is being made by Rubber Ross called Game Overs? That is going to be on the Glitch channel. Is that what you're saying? You know, I've yet to check out Glitch. So it's about It's about time I give them a watch. Yeah? Okay, okay. Cool. Let me just make sure that stroke is set to... oh, no. No projected. I want sphere. Basically, setting this to projected allows you to paint through your meshes, right? Like so. And then switching this back to sphere, it prevents you from doing that. So it's a really convenient way to go about switching, you know, front-facing only. And yeah, wait, let me try that. Let me see the difference. Yeah, okay, it's pretty much this. It pretty much does the same thing, I guess. Yeah. Okay, let me just erase these areas. There we go. Okay, let me just erase these guys. Okay. That's about right. Alright, let's do a little twist test now. And then we'll slowly clean them up, right? So let's turn off the pose... turn on the pose position. There it is. Now we can see all of the artifacts. The nasty artifacts. I'm gonna twist this there. Yeah. Can you watch Game Over's the trailer stream at the end? Yeah, of course. Just remind me in case I forget. Alright. Okay. Now that this is done, not rushing you. Yeah, I understand. I know. Alright. Now, weight paint. Make sure to have the armature selected and then the mesh, and then go in and weight paint, so you can bounce across them like this. Okay, the topology here is very easy to work with, like in this region, and then it gets extremely difficult down there. Holy shit, okay. I did not see this coming, but now I'm a little more aware, right? Let's see if we can get this to work. If this works, then I'll continue practicing this method. If not, I'll try to keep the I guess topology as even as possible, and then resort to baking down the normals instead of conforming too closely to the form, right? I'm talking about like the edge flow. Like, I get that now. Okay, let's make sure that this is set to 0.5, and this is sphere. Okay, good. And then 0.3. So the reason why I'm adjusting the weight instead of the strength is because I want to be precise with, or rather should I say exact with the values that I'm putting down. I want it to be 0.1 instead of like 0.55, or nothing wrong with that, by the way, but I feel like I want to block out the weight paint this way before I start smoothing things out, right? That is to come, but for now, I want to do it this way. Actually, let me do... Oh yeah, we're only doing like a twist. So this... For these bones, I think we want the weight paint distribution to be as smooth as possible. And then when it comes to like around the knee area is when we can be a little more like artistic with how we place them. Okay. Let's make this as clean of a transition as we possibly can. Let's do 0.3. What is this value? 0.5? Yeah. 0.5, 0.3, and then 0.1. I think that is nice. Boom. And then 0.1. There it is. I've come to terms with weight painting. I used to despise it, but now, you know what? I get it. I get it. But rigging, I hate rigging. I hate rigging, still. I still, despise it. I hate it with every fiber of my body. Okay, so far the twist is still clean. Not so bad. Okay, good. Do you use blur much? Not at this stage. But yes, I do. Wait, if you hit shift, is that blur? That's the same thing, right? Yeah. I do blur, but only once I'm done with blocking out the weight paint. But yes. Oh! Damn it. Get out. Oh my god, what is that spillage? No wonder. Okay, there we go. I was wondering what the heck was happening. Get lost. Sphere, okay, good. What is that? What? Oh my god, this problem child. Holy shit. Just do one. What? Hello? Oh my god, this little brat. Come here, you little brat. My god, I can't even select this guy. Are you kidding me? I see, oh my god. Paint setting, okay. Paint setting, okay. Paint setting, okay. I think so. By the way, Rain, like, Icy is in the Naki bingo card that Van has created. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. I was like, oh my god, because of this. Icy. And they spell it as icy as the way you spelled it. Which was why I was like, oh my god. Oh right, it like paint through and project and stuff. Yeah. I probably had that turned on. Wait, I could. You know what? You're right. I could just turn this on and just paint that, right? And then turn it off after. What is going on? Okay, you know what? Let me go back to that. What is that? What is going on? Bro. Okay, do I have subdiv turned? Oh, my subdiv was turned on. Are you kidding me? Wait, since when did I add a subdiv to this guy? Get out. You don't need a subdiv. Okay. Skill issue, as per usual. Oh, you always say that? Okay. I'm glad I'm not alone. I see. Me checking my own settings. But do you like rigging, Rain? Are you a rigging person? I still hate rigging. I won't lie. I don't know if I could ever be convinced. Okay, what is going on? Okay, let me just select this area. Just move that around. There we go. Okay. That's better. Spear. Okay, good. You do front face off, project on front face off, right. Yeah, I do that too. When I'm trying to paint through the meshes. True. Okay, now let me just spread them apart again. Twist. There we go, twist, and then twist. I see. Only for painting through? Yeah. You've gotten a lot better at it with time? Okay. I hope I get good enough to a point where I can finally appreciate rigging. I find that hard to I find it hard to believe that I'll ever like rigging, but we'll see. Maybe I will someday, but yeah, for now I'm good. If I can choose not to rig, I won't. I'd rather not rig. For now. Okay. This is 0.5. Let's do 0.3 for the next row of vertices. Yo Hamza, hello. Welcome. 0.2. And then lastly, 0.1. Should be nicely transferred over, yeah. Yeah, this area right here is a little bit of a judgment call type situation, because the edge flow was catered to the shape of the sculpt. Like, I understand what you were saying the other time now, Rain. I was asking you, like, you know, which style of edge flow is more ideal for animation. You said like they both have their like I guess ideal application. Like for this, whatever I did is more ideal for retaining the shapes. But then yeah, I get it now that for animation it's probably ideal to have it so that your meshes are as evenly distributed as it possibly can. I get that now. Damn, I wish I had gone that way instead. Because it is hell to weight paint this. Get job. Oh my god. How dare you throw the J word here? How dare. Be careful with using the J word. Wouldn't it be better to have a cylindrical shape outside the pants and then weight paint it normally? Oh my god, wait, I totally forgot about that. You're not wrong. Oh my god, why didn't I think about that? Well, I'm too, you know what, sunk cost fallacy, I'm already this far in. Well, okay, but the reason why I'm choosing to do it this way instead is because I've already had like the weights nicely distributed. I'm talking like the bigger I initially had like, you know, the bigger bones, right? Yeah, like these bigger bones. They were already nicely painted over, so I wanted to. All I wanted to do was to transfer over the weights from the big bones to the smaller bones. So I didn't want to make too many changes. I've already had them all nicely set up, so okay. It's not all for nothing, thankfully. It's not all for nothing. But yeah, that would be a nice way to go about it as well. Yeah. I hesitated to tell you because I saw you already did a lot, but in case you feel like it would help a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's funny you say that because I literally did that for the hair. Look at that. Right? Oops. Yeah, I did that for the hair. For the clumps of hair. And I didn't think to do them, or to do that for the pants as well, considering the shape, or the edge flow of the pants, right? But it is what it is. I am too far in now. It depends, really. I think you'll be fine. Probably not the most ideal for deformation, but what is the worst that can happen? I hope. I hope nothing bad happens. I hope. But yeah, I totally see what you mean now. The other time, I don't even know if you remember whatever was said then. But yeah, you definitely made sense. Because I didn't know what to expect. Right? This is all fairly new to me, and I get it now. Like for animation, yeah, I should have went for that more evenly distributed style of edge flow. Said a lot of things. Yeah. True. I see. Yeah, you saw. I saw you doing this, but didn't know it was that. I thought you binded the clumps to the strands. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I did that. That is not a bad idea too. True. But yeah, for that case, I did transfer the weights over. Yeah, not a bad idea though, to bind the clumps to bind the clumps to the cages. That is not a bad idea. That's another way to go about it. Yeah. 3, 2. I'm just gonna smooth this out, and then 1. Alright, now let's just blur things out, I guess. But before I do that, I'll just make sure that I like the twist so far. Let me reset the position of these bones and then twist it. The sole purpose for these bones are to twist them, and also add the it's also for the tweaker bones, right? Let's do that. The purpose of the bones are to stress knock you out. Not entirely wrong. Okay, twist. Not so bad. It's not so bad. Okay, I could make the could make it a little smoother, right? I think it's about time we utilize the blur brush. I think we have already pretty nicely distributed the weight paint. So yeah, let's smooth things out. Let's go. Well, I'm still using 0.1 instead of the blur brush, but it's about time we start smoothing things out. Yeah, I'll utilize the blur brush now. Just a tad. Can I reduce the strength? Yeah. Nice. Oh, I could do... Yeah, I could do 0.2 and then 0.1 for this row over here. It will be 0.2. And then a 0.1 up here. Yeah. Okay. Moves. Do 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 do. Yeah, weight painting it can be pretty therapeutic. I'll give you guys that. I'll give the weight painting lovers that. Fine. Doo-doo. Alright. I don't want to go too overboard though. I want to make sure that I'm catering the weight paint to its application, right? And I doubt I'm going to do a lot of this like weird bending. The main purpose of these bones is really for the twist. So, yeah, let's twist this outwards, right? Is this the shin bone? Yeah, that's the shin, okay. Alright, so I will pose these bones. Boom! Hello, Boom. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm gonna twist these guys outwards like this. What a name. Boom. Okay. How far out should we be able to twist? Yeah, not that far out. This is a bit absurd, but why not? Let's just do it. I am Boom. You are Boom. You are indeed Boom. Okay, you know what? Let me just do a little been a minute since I've reminded you guys as to what's going on, right? So for anyone new here, we currently go live every single day at these timings to document the character creation process of the characters that I'm currently working on for my short film. So the animated short film that I'm currently working on is called Red Feathers, and yeah, I go live every day right now to document the process. And this guy who you're looking at right now is the main character of the short film. Let me just pull up his final look. There it is. He is still nameless. There's he has no name for now, but I do have a few options. I do have a short list of names, and yeah, we have a Discord too. If you to join us over there. But anyway, let me just run through the rig, right? Right now we have the hair. Look at that. It moves. Let me just... There we go. Wait, do I have the damn track turned on? Yes. Look! It moves! And the good thing about the current setup is that we have the ability to also move the hair, right? So we have like a nice little in-between. We have a balance between physics, quote-unquote physics, I say that very lightly, quote-unquote physics assisted constraints, and paired with manual controls, right? We have these controllers that we can move around. For instance, like, let's just say he is speed blitzing, right? Dodging away from a bullet. We can animate so that his hair looks like this, like that, And we still have the ability. Sorry, the ability to have like a little bit of physics, so that the movement is a little bit more natural, right? I'm gonna have to. Don't worry about the bald spots, okay? That will all be resolved. But yeah, that is the little run through. Actually, no, I'm not done. Shirt, no shirt. The only reason why I did both his body and his shirt is, there will be a scene of him looking like this, well, without this expression, but you get what I'm saying. And yeah, that's it. That's it, really. Oh, forgot about. Okay, totally forgot about catering to the gloves. But yeah, we now have FKIK. Let me just get that out of there. All made from scratch. There we go. FKIK, and we can toggle on and off the shoulder rotation. Sorry, like basically we can have it so that the orientation of the arm is independent from the shoulders, right? We and all of this I learned from the course, The Art of Effective Rigging 2. And the more I get into rigging, the more I hate it. The only thing I can appreciate so far is weight painting. That I can see why people enjoy them, but if you like rigging, you're a freak. You're a freaky freak. I'll accept coming to terms with it, but to enjoy it, drawing your MC made me realize how trash I am at realistic anatomy and perspective. Oh no. I mean that happens though. But don't beat yourself over it, you know. But can he backflip? That's a good question. Can he? Oh shit. Okay, I don't have the FK thingy set up yet. Let's just rely on the root bone. There we go. His backflipping. Oh my god, this is so cursed. But not really yet. Soon. Whee! Boom. You just did it. New backflip technique. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why does he look so devious? What is he plotting? Nah, he's just feeling himself right now, you know. Feeling a little fuckboyish. But yeah, that's the little rundown. And let's just get back at the weight painting stuff, right? His brake flipping, oh my god. Damn it. Damn it, Rain. That was not so bad. I hate to admit it, but that was not bad at all. That was a pretty good one. Okay, more weight painting, right? So let's get back at this. I'm going to stretch these guys. Not too much though, because the whole purpose of this, like I said like 1,000 times, is to just twist them. So I'm going to... Holy shit. That was bad. Okay. Twist. Possibly twist this out a little. Oh no, another leakage. Not ideal. Get out. Get out. Okay. Twist. 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 Alright, cool. Now all we have to do is to just smooth these guys out. And occasionally hop back into the other bones to make sure that you don't have any, you know, ugly leakage. Make sure that projected is not turned on. Okay. .1. There we go. Alright, let's blur these areas out. They're a little too uneven for my liking. Where is my music? All right. Oh, this part is a little harsh. I just realized that. Let me just smooth that out a little. Maybe I'll do like 0.6 here. There's a smudge, right? Maybe I'll smudge. No, this is fine. Where is it at? Okay. Good. Yo, Hex, long time no see. Ambassador is busy today. Yo, hello. How you doing, Hex? Long time no see indeed. It's been 30 seconds. How you doing today? Are you going live later? You going live tonight? Or whichever time it is for you. I'm doing great now that I've seen you, bro. Damn. Okay. Damn. And guys, that's how I met your father. You will be 7 p.m. EST. What time is that for me? EST. Time now. Oh, it's 4 p.m. for you. Oh, okay. You're 13 hours behind. You're going 7 p.m. EST. So 8 a.m. for okay. 8 a.m. my time. Got it. Exactly. Homie's living tomorrow already. It is very trippy. I've activated VOTs again since many were asking for it. Oh, hell yeah. Good. It's good. It's especially great if if someone is trying to keep their streak and they just so happen to be busy that day. They accidentally lose their streak. I'm glad Twitch implemented this system. I almost lost my streak for Nisha's stream. I think I was at 38 or somewhere around 35 to 38. Somewhere down somewhere within that range. I had to go out and touch grass, right? And then boom, just like that. Could have been gone. So bless the new system. You didn't know it was the thing? Yeah. It's a fairly new system, so the thing is you're no longer an affiliate, so you will will you even have streaks? Ooh. Not too sure. That's a good question. I have no idea. Gonna have to check that one out. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Just reset these guys. Alright, and just to do a little test, we could add a constraint. Okay, I'm gonna hide this, and I'll add a test constraint on this bone. So let's do that. So I'm doing Control Shift C. On this guy. So I want to constrain this bone to this bone, but all of the constraints will be applied onto the last selected bone. So yeah, that the hierarchy, the selection hierarchy of bone or adding constraints, can be a little confusing. Control Shift C. Copy rotation. Local space. You're gonna wait until a bit higher average viewers before going back. Not gonna bother people with ads if it's just a few watching. Okay. Fair enough. Your messages aren't going through for some reason. What not again. Is YouTube giving me problems again? I hope not. How are you guys doing over there on YouTube? Is everything okay? Any problems with the streams? You guys even hear me? Let me just play this. How are you guys doing over there? Okay. It is working. Good. Oh, it's on your end? Okay, great. Thankfully. I mean, that sucks, but thankfully it's, you know, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, let's copy the rotation of this again. Actually, what I can do is to just do this, copy constraints to selected bones, and I'll just gradually lower the influence bit by bit. 0.25. So now the knees, they rotate a lot quicker than what the? Eh? Yeah, the knees like the bottom part of the thigh rotates a lot quicker than the top part. But okay, I think I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Right, they are parented to one another, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna unparent them. I want them to be parented to the bigger bone instead, but we'll do that later. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. So let's take a look at that, right? You can see that it's barely twisting up here, but it's twisting way more down there, which is what we wanted to see. Oh, but this shin bone is not rotating. Wait, there we go. There it is. And the reason why it's only doing, it's only happening, whatever this is happening on one side, is because I didn't transfer the constraints over. Yo, Troubled Duck, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. A streamer that rigs characters, my day has been made. Cheers, friend. Yo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know if this ruins the immersion, but as of now, like the more I get into the course that I'm currently taking, you know, the Art of Effective Rigging 2, the more I despise it. I'm like, holy shit, this is rigging? This is what it takes to be a rigger? Like, oh my god, I am good, but I gotta do what I gotta do. It's for the short film that I'm working on. Thankfully, yeah, I'm sorry deactivated. I didn't mean it like that, but you get what I'm saying. It would be sad if it was on my end, but it sucks for you too. Okay, so the twisting, it's twisting good. I like the way it twists. I like your twist, G. Very cool. Yep, the band in the back is not so bad. I probably have to work with some corrective bones stuff, but it's quite a hard job, but it only gets easier the more you do it. You know what? I'm really hoping that by, you know, I have 6 characters that I'm working on right now for my short film, and I'm hoping by like the second or third character that I'll appreciate rigging a lot more, you know? I'm hoping. The rig is rigging, hell yeah. The rig is rigging. I'm very happy. Let me just parent that to that for now. Keep the keep offset, and then I will parent these guys to this for now. Although eventually they'll be parented to these tweaker bones. Okay, let's do a little test. There it is. Look at that. That's nice. Hell yeah. Okay, now let's just do the same for this. It's just a temporary, just a test, you know. It's not. Eventually I'm gonna probably have to remove the constraints and then eventually add them back again. But let's just do that for now to make me happy, right? Copy rotation, local space, Y. And then we'll just copy them over here. Again, last selected bone. is where you want to copy the constraints from. It's yeah, the order of selection with constraints, it messes with my brain. There we go. Yeah. Now we can shiver me timbers. You're definitely doing more than the bare minimum. I never do this much, but I don't animate, so okay. Fair enough. I guess I'm doing this to myself. Rigging stream. You enjoy rigging streams? Boom. Interesting. Fair enough. To each their own. To each their own. My brain empty. Me brain empty too. I want to remain that way, but you know what? Every now and then, let's challenge the brain, the noggin a little. Maybe one day the tiny noggin will be a not so tiny noggin. Okay, yeah, it twists really nicely. You know, if I were to follow the course one for one, right? I would have to then create, I would have to then duplicate these bones and call them original bones or like ORG bones. I don't know what they stand for. I think it's either organization bones or original bones. And then you would have to then constrain those bones to the deformation bones, and then continue stacking bones on top of bones on top of bones. But I totally skipped that part. I was like, nah, I'm good with the ORG bones. I'll just stick with my DEF and then straight into the tweaker bones. Okay. Did I rename the shin bones? I did. Cool. Okay, that was really the agenda for today, but we still have a lot of time. So I'll create these tweaker bones. So let's get into them. If I remember how to do it. Do we need... Yeah, okay. Wait, let me just check the naming convention real quick. Tweak arm. Dum 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 dum. Tweak arm. Okay, tweak arm 1. Why though? Oh, yeah, okay. You got independent control. But that is so unnecessary, isn't it? I don't know. Pretty sure my X-ray looks like this. Oh my god. Ahead of schedule, yeah. One of those rare cases, huh? Right? We're always behind time on stream. Okay, now that the twist bones are done, we need to create these tweaker bones. So let's hide the big boys for now. And oh wait, I didn't even do the shin. Okay, oh, that's why I had so much time. I was supposed to do it for the boots as well. Okay. Now I'll do that off stream. It's boring. It's the same shit over and over again. So I'll do the tweaker stuff. I knew something was... It was too good to be true. But okay. You know what? Boning done right. Hell yeah. Let's just create the tweaker bones regardless. Let's just move on for now. Let's create these tweaker bones for the thigh bones. Okay, we don't need the shin for now. We're gonna extrude them. Oh. Yeah, let's extrude them this way. Yeah, let's do that too. Wait, how far out did I bring them out? Let's do 0.4. Okay. Okay, let's copy that. And we'll call this tweak thigh 1.l. There we go. Right? Okay. Are you going live tomorrow? Yes, I am. I go live every day. I don't think I have anything on tomorrow, right? No real life commitments? No. Why is the bone tweaking? Damn it. Damn you. Too. You're not home tomorrow? Oh no. Uh-oh. RIP stream streak. Nah, but we have the new system now, so you're good. Don't worry about it. You are good. Thank goodness for the new system. Oh, so this will be for the shin bone, okay. Shin. Okay, but we don't need that for now. That is for future me to worry about. Now let's do the same for the other side. I know I could batch rename them, but yeah, you know what? Let's put that into practice. Hydrate, thank you. I do have to hydrate. Okay, Control F2. Let's do bones. We want to make sure we're renaming the bones. How does one man have so much burp inside him? I'm being very gracious and only letting you guys hear what comes out of the mouth, but not the other end. Let's replace DEF with tweak. There we go. And let's replace the 001 with nothing. Oh wait, why is that 002? I'll just remove that. Oh. You know what? I'll just do it by hand. Thigh, yeah. 2. Only burps. I bet there's a market for that. There's a market for everything. Alrighty, bro. It was fun, but gonna go make some blackened chicken. Ooh, or maybe just fried chicken. All right. You have a good meal. Hex, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. No. Okay, good. Now let's just give these bones their respective colors right off the bat so we can more easily select them later. So under the viewport display, let's give them... Where is it at? Bone properties, viewport display, default colors, this. Now let's do Alt left click so it applies to everything selected, right? No problem, thank you for coming. Automatic response, what the fuck is that? Damn, I got the automatic response. You know how when you're typing a message and your phone suggests you, you know, like a response? Damn, Hex. You too. It's like that U2 meme. Oh my god. Have a nice meal, you two. Sits down together. Okay, let's select these bones, and then we want to recalculate the roll. The roll of these bones. Did I fix them? But anyway, the yellow ones. We want to make sure that it's all. What? local. Oh wait, why are they all... Oh, okay. You gotta fix one of them and then we'll... Okay, copy over the role. I won't sleep tonight because of this. Good. I want you to think about what you just did. Now you have a good meal. Okay. What I did was shift and recalculate roll to active bone, the last selected bone. 6, 7. Oh my god, Dave. Bad. Okay, let's select these bones and make sure that the rolls are... Okay. The rolls are rolling. We are good. We are good. Alright, let's select these guys again. Select similar color. Okay, good. Oh wait, but... Damn it. Okay, do it again. Select similar colors. Color. And then we'll throw them into this. Let's create a new collection. I love the new bone collection system. It's so neat. Let's do legs. Tweak. Or arm. Assign, and let's remove it from the deformation collection. Great. Very nice. The cashier at the supermarket. You want the receipt? Me? Yeah, and to you too. Oh my god. Imagine. Can you check Discord real quick in 2D art? Yeah. What is up? Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. Yo. Yo. That is so cool. Oh my god. My OC gets a fan art? Bruh, that's wild. Thank you, I appreciate that a lot. This is looking really good, by the way. Holy shit. Damn. Yo, this is so cool. Like, I'd be so honored if this becomes a thing. Like, a bunch of OC fan arts. Yeah, claps. Fan art W? Hell yeah. That's really sick. Really, really cool. It showed, right? It showed on screen. I hope it did. And I wasn't being a dumbass showing the wrong scene, but just in case. There it is. Okay, good. Alright. W fan art. Okay, now we can give these bones. Select color. A bone widget. Yeah. Again, this add-on is free. It's insane that it's free, but it is. Let's create widget. Global size 4. No slide. There it is. Oh, wire width. Let's set that to the default, which was... Is it 1? Why does it look thinner than... Yeah, I think it was set to 2, right? Okay. It is a little big. I tried my best. I'm not really the best with realistic anatomy, so I'm very glad you like it. I loved it. It's looking really good. A funny joke I found online today. Judge, you are sentenced to the electric chair, but you have to make one wish before the execution. Convict looks judge straight in the eyes. I want to hold your hand while in the electric chair. Damn, bruh. Hold my hand. I'm scared. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. I was wheezing when I read it. Holy shit, that's vile. It's hilarious. Hold my hand, please. And it slips out of the judge's mind. Alright, I'll do you this one favor. Is there a way to match? Wait, there is a way to match the exact length. What am I doing? It's right here. Length. Okay, good. You look leng. Okay, there it is. Let me hide that. Hey, bruv, you look length. And I'll do Alt, paste, enter. That way it applies to every single one of them. And we should have the same size of these little spheres. Okay, now I'm thinking maybe the wire was in fact set to 1. So let's just reapply the widget. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Create and set that to 1. Right. That looks about right. But this looks smaller though. Oi, bruv. It is smaller, what the heck? Oh, did I copy the wrong one? Okay, we gotta do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, boom. And length. There we go. Great. And they should all be the exact same size. Hell yeah. Okay, good. Okay, now that we have these bones all nicely set up, let's add the appropriate constraints. So, I'm going to isolate these bones, right? And I'm going to unparent. Actually, give me the big bones as well. Hide. Ide. When you're doing rigging, when you're rigging him, who are you gonna model next? Oh wait, when you're done rigging him, who are you going to model next? I think it's going to be ooh. I actually thought about this, but I'm reconsidering it. So initially I was thinking I could model the one of the female characters. But I'm thinking, do I want to work on a character that that is masked, right? Because there are 2 characters out of the 6 characters that are masked. And the 4 of them are going to have, oh my god, facial rigging. Holy shit. We're already 10 days in and we have yet to create a single bone for the facial expressions. I am cooked. GG's. Let's okay, anyway. Let me just hide these other bones. GG's. I am so cooked. Holy shit. Well, I do have 2 bones for the eyeballs, but other than that, I'm pretty much dead. Cat pie, is your pizza boneless? Ooh. I do prefer my pizza boneless, yes. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we need to unparent these guys, right? So let's actually, you know what? I'll hide the big bones for now. And then I'll unparent these guys. Unparent, clear parent, and if I'm not wrong, I'm gonna have to parent this to this. But I just want to be sure. Yep. Okay. That's right. Good. How are you? I'm doing good. How high are you? I am doing good. I am struggling a bit with rigging. Well, a little less now. I was struggling a lot more. Was it yesterday? No, it was 2 streams ago when I was setting up the IKFK, which I will very, very likely forget how to do all of that. The next time I have to do IKFK. But yeah, classic. Why Robert making face like that? Is he Robert now? Does he look like a Robert? He's feeling a little freaky. That's why. Yo, Grass, hello. How you doing today? I remember a story from a legendary Danish comedian when the paparazzi would follow him to make a scoop story about him sleeping with a lot of new women on hotels. He would, in the morning, when leaving, walk backwards out from the hotel, so all their pictures would seem to show him entering and not leaving. That is, wow. Why is that actually pretty damn clever? Why was that actually clever? What the hell? Okay, let's parent this to the respective tweaker bones, right? And then we'll get this result, right? And now we want these green bones to follow the tweaker bones. So we're gonna have to add a stretch to constraint. But I want to double check to see if the constraint is added to the deformation bone or the tweaker bone. So let me just double check. Okay, they're stretched to the deformation bone. Sure, makes sense. Activated freak mode. Ah. Yo, Carpe Diem. Holy. How are you doing today? How's the internet over there? It's okay, I'm struggling to make the clothes for my model. Are you simulating the clothes? Let's add a stretch to after the copy rotation. Actually, why am I doing it this way? Let's do it like this, right? So again, I want this to be stretching to this bone whenever I move this. So the last selected bone would have to be this, where the constraint will be applied to. And then Shift Control C, stretch to, and boom, 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 boom. Shiver me timbers. See, I keep messing up the hierarchy of selection. But there you go. We have Luffy. Ta-da! So now let's add the stretch to the rest of them. Damn it. Let me just reset the bones. There it is. Okay, done. Why is it all fucky? You know what? It's fine. The reason why it's all fucky is because, yeah, under here the original length is off, you could just click on that. What? You know what? Let me just reset that. There we go, and do that. There it is. Yeah, always add the stretch to in like a rest position. Bum, bum, bum. And that's it, really. That's pretty much it for the tweaker bones. It's a pretty simple setup. Now what about this? Is it stretching to that? Let me just make sure. La 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 la. Okay, it's deforming to the forearm. So this, I assume, would be the same, but just for the shin bone. Okay. Let me do that. Get out of here. I don't think so, maybe? Okay. Well, best of luck with the clothes. You got this. Nickname? Son or Robert? Hi, Carpe Diem. Hope the internet's good over there. He is so suitable of like Robert. You think he suits Robert? Is his last name perhaps Downey? And is he perhaps named after his dad, so he's a junior? Stretch 2. Stretch 2. And let's parent this guy to the shin bone. I mean the shin tweaker bone for now. Okay, it's already done. Sweet. And that's that. It should be nice. All nicely set up. Yay. And then we can, for now, parent these tweaker bones, which is really difficult to see. Probably have to make them bigger, but we'll do that later. Let's select these guys. I'll select one of them, select group color, and parent it to their respective primary leg or shin. No, not shin. Thigh bone, right? So keep it offset. I'll do the same for these yellow bones. Select similar color. Parent. Ah! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, let me just isolate these guys. Holy shit, that was a little scary. I have a very important question. Will red feathers have cat girls or harpy girls? What do you mean by cat girls or harpy girls? Let me just look it up. Harpy girls meaning. A snatcher and a very unpleasant woman? What is a harpy woman known for? I'm seeing two meanings. One is a very unpleasant woman, or a half human, half vulture. No? And cat girls, as in like, you're talking like cat-like features, or you're talking literally like furry style. The second one, oh, half and half. Ooh, no. No, not in this particular short film. No, though that would be cool, like a Warwick type character, right? What do you give this character? What do you give the character name? This character, again, it's still he is still unnamed. There's no name just yet. But select similar color. Yeah, he doesn't have a name just yet. I'm keeping the options pretty loose for now. But I do have some options. And who was it yesterday that pretty much was it Fractaler? Basically, the name that he will have will very likely be a nickname given to him based on like the trait of this character, you know what I mean? I don't know if that made any sense, but a good example. Let me think of an analogy. Like for instance, because this character is short, his nickname is Shorty, right? So that will likely be how I name him. But then again, I said like I said, I do have a few options in mind, but I won't say it yet. And plus, the name isn't important in this short film, so I might just end up naming him Bob just for the heck of it. Bob. Don't make me do it. I'll do it. I'll name him Bob. Okay, good. They're all nicely set up and they should all follow this bone. Hell yeah, okay. That is just how I wanted it to be. Okay, good. His name is Naki Jr. That kind of works. Naki Jr. But I don't want to self-insert. Though it is a little. It's not a bad. I know you're kidding, but you know, a Warwick type character would be cool. More chance for different behavioral stuff. Yeah, it would be cool. But there is. Ooh, do I say this? I know not everyone here wants to know like a single thing about the story, right? So I don't want to give too much away, but oh man, how do I even say this? Oof, yeah, that well, it doesn't play a big role in the short film anyway, so I'll just say it, okay? Because this particular trait has nothing to do with the short film, I'll say it. But in case you don't want to know a single thing about this, the world of red feathers, you just mute the stream for like the next 1 minute, okay? But somebody in the film related to him is supposedly, right? This is still I'm still kind of like writing this in my Mila note, like kind of arranging things around. Is supposedly some sort of like a healer, you know, a healer, like a cleric, you know, basically a person with the ability to heal people. Yeah. And do I say this? This person... Okay, again, mute the stream if you don't want to hear this, okay? It's a little bit of a spoiler, okay? But this person related to him is dead. Yeah, that's what I can say. And this person is a healer. Some sort of like a priest. Don't call him George Robert the Great 3, oh my god. I might just call him that just for the heck of it. He's secretly a tooth fairy, oh my god. That would be a pretty sick lore. You know what? He's officially a tooth fairy. There, I said it. He is officially a tooth fairy. There, I said it. I said it. Okay, let me just That's why he looks like that. They're about to steal your teeth. Well, tooth fairies, they don't steal teeth. But that's what he does. It's the tooth stealer. He owns a veneer shop, and yeah, he just polishes the teeth that he steals and use them on you know, his clients. That is his story. There he is. Ta-da. Imagine unmuting, hearing the Tooth Fairy lore drop. That would be unfortunate. That would be a too banger of a spoiler. Holger Dansky? For sure? I don't even know who that is. Let me just Google this. Dansk. Who is that? This is this is how I envision you, Marshall. This is my image of you. In my head, you look like this dude. A 6 foot... Wait, how tall are you again, Marshall? 6'5"? 6'7"? Right? You're actually 6'7", right? Or 6'5". How tall are you? But this is my image of you. Cue the Avengers theme. He stores teeth in his abs. God damn. 6'7". Oh my god, Mia. Damn it. Yes, 6'7"? Yeah, okay. My god. You're 6'7". That's crazy. 6'7". He cries, did they make doors that big? That's what I'm saying. Make the thumbnail 6'7", knock, please, Nokia, I need this. Okay, okay. I'll give you this one, Dave. I will make this thumbnail 6'7". Yeah, I promise you. That number keeps calling me. I can't stop spamming it, dude. You know, it starts off as an ironic thing, right? You ironically do 6'7", but it's like an earworm, right? Just for a, it's almost like a stim at this point. Starts off as a joke, but then it really gets to you. It's really addictive. Okay. That's it. That's really it. Do I still have more time to stream? Yeah. Oh my god. It's only 5:49. Maybe I'll end the stream a little early today. But that's it. All the other stuff, you know, oh right, let me just show you guys the little diagram that I was trying to put together earlier to kind of understand this whole concept. But from what I understand so far is that the IK and FK bones, basically the ones the bones where you would apply the keyframes onto will always be like the primary, like the main parent of everybody, right? Yeah, the main parent of everybody. And then we have like the in-between bones, the mechanical bones, with the constraints applied to them. That way you can toggle between the two different bones, right? Let me just separate them apart so you can really see what's happening. Okay, damn it. The widget. Let me just know that these bones are... Nope. Just know that these bones are... they look like this, okay? Just keep that in mind. Actually, I could just delete this. I'll just symmetrize this later. Yeah, okay, good. Alright. So the whole purpose of this mechanical bone, this... Let me just hide it. Let me hide the deformation bone. There, the black bones is so that we could toggle between the two constraints here. So I'm copying the transform of both the IK rig, the IK bones, and the FK bones. And when I turn them on and off, it just snaps to one and one or the other. So that's basically how you switch between the two bones. Where the hell? Oh, there it is. You know what, let me just delete this real quick so you can really see what's going on. There it is. You see how it's going from one transform to the one bone to the other, right? And you're doing that for every joint. So the forearm, you're doing that for the upper arm, you're doing that for the hand. You're basically going to do that for anything that has both IK and FK. And let me just undo that and go back to this. So that's the mechanical bone that allows you to switch between the two. And then these little, like the yellow bones that I created earlier will be parented to the black bones, the mechanical bones. And then all of these deformation bones will be constrained or parented to the yellow bones. So this is like the hierarchy from my understanding. And then all the corrective bones, like these guys, right? These guys that are responsible for pushing your biceps up and down, depending on the axis or the rotation of your forearm, right? All of these corrective bones will be... It really depends. It's like a judgment call, right? Whether or not you want to parent them to the tweaker bones or the mechanical bones, it solely depends on which twist you're trying to follow. For my case, which one did I follow? I can't exactly recall, but let me just... yeah, mechanical switch arm, so the black bones, and then the one for the triceps. Yeah, for the triceps, I've created like an independent twist bone that twists a little bit more than the middle bone, right? So what do I mean by that? Damn it. How do I showcase this? Let's do... There it is. And let me just rotate that. Hello. Why is it not following? Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Right, I forgot that I was supposed to fix that off stream. Okay, my bad. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like this bone basically, it twists. It's copying the rotation of the one of the bones, and you see the influence is only set to 60%, as opposed to this, which is set to 80%, so that it twists a lot quicker than the other bone. I don't know if that made any sense at all, but did I lock it? What is going on? Who's messing with my damn bones? There it is. Oh wait, but that's not even what I wanted to show. Damn, it was supposed to twist, but okay. It's just like this thigh bone. Okay, you see how this bone is twisting a lot quicker than this bone? That is essentially what it's doing. Yeah, okay. Should have done that from the start. Bum bum bum. Okay, let's give back the widget. Give me back my widget. Okay. Alright. That's it. I will do the rest off stream. I will do the 6-7 thumbnail. Yes, let me just write that down. I cannot believe I'm actually doing it, but okay. Alright. You're more of a friendly giant type? I believe that. Okay. Wait, before I go, let me just showcase this hair one more time. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I still have to work on more of the clumps in the back. This one is done. This one is done. I'll probably make like maybe like these two clumps in the back. Maybe this one and this one, and maybe this one. I don't know. I'll make them wiggle a little bit more. We have the eye bones too. But they are currently not parented to any bone. Let me just quickly set that up. Get it out of the way. Probably have to delete it later though, but just so that we have, so that his eyes don't so that we don't have like this cross-eyed effect. Now he's doing the Ahegao face. Damn it. This guy is freaky as fuck. Holy shit. Bro needs to chill. Okay, let's do the hair wiggle one last time. Yep. Individual origins, there it is. No wonder it was twisting weird. Okay. There it is. Look at that! Look at how pretty. Look how pretty. Let me just do it in this view. There it is. Is it his taking a punch to the face expression? Bruh, it's kind of sad because like this is the freakiest or the most expressive you're going to see him. His default face is pretty much how he's gonna be throughout the film. Just imagine this, but without the tongue. This. Our boy is a sad boy. He's not a happy boy. Not in this world. Maybe in another life. But okay. 6-7. Oh my god. Damn it. Look at it go. Look at it go. And maybe I'll add like another one down here so that we can have a bit more wiggle and make it more subtle. It's alive! Da-da-da-da. Brown, brown, brown. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I was gonna do something. That's it. Do 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 do. All right. I will call it done for now. So we didn't do much. Let me just roughly recap what we have done today. Well, off stream before I went live, I worked on the rest of the hair clumps up top. Probably gonna do a little bit more of those, and then we did. We created a temporary helper, like a basically a transparent mesh. Damn it! Not a transparent mesh. What am I even? This guy, right? We have this guy. That way we can bind the shirt onto that helper mesh. And the reason why we want to do it that way is because we want to toggle on and off the subdivision, right? But the thing about the surface deformer modifier is that it is sensitive to the amount of verts you have like your mesh currently has. So whenever you turn on and off the subdiv, it would fail to detect it. Let me just give you another example. Let me just show you an example. So I'll bind it to the main body. I'm gonna turn on and off the. Where did my bone go? Okay, I'm gonna turn on and off the subdiv, and you can see that it breaks. See, it breaks. Target vertices change from blah 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 to blah blah, and it breaks. So I want to still have the option to toggle on and off the subdiv. So instead of binding it straight to the main mesh, I have it bind it to a separate mesh that will never see the light of day. It is meant to be, swept under the rug. No one will ever see this. And yeah, let me just hide the other bones, and then bind that to this. Bind it, and now we can move. Well, it's not perfect right now. It breaks, right? But it's a lot better than what it was earlier. Basically the body was clipping through the shirt, and now that we have this helper mesh, we can turn on and off the subdiv, and it doesn't affect the bind. Right, so that's really nice. Okay, what's next? Yeah, we did that, and then we did the we basically separated. We subdivided the big bone and redistributed the weight paint from the big guy. Right, basically the weight was. There it is. Basically, the pans was skinned to this big bone, and then we distributed it to these smaller bones. Oh no, look at that leakage. Bad. Let me just erase that real quick. Yep, we distributed them to these smaller bones, which then allows us to create this fun twisting thingy. Let me just hide the pants. There it is. You can see how like the bottom part is twisting a lot quicker than it is on the top. That is done with the constraints, and we parented them to the tweaker bones, like so, and we have them stretch to the deformation bones. The bones below them, right? And that's it. That's the simple. That's the setup. It's pretty simple, but the convoluted part is about to come. We're gonna have to create mechanical bones, corrective bones, make sure to have them constrained and parented right. And then we're gonna have to duplicate 2 more sets of bones, the FK and IK controls. And before I go, I was supposed to create the eye bone, right? We're talking about the Higao thingy. So let's do that. Let's parent these guys. Or no, not parent. We want to set a track 2 constraint. And we want it to... One second. I didn't think this through. Up is Y. We want to track the Y, and up is Z. There it is. Oh, but this is way off. Oh, okay. We can't just create the bones like that. Okay. Let me do that again. Just create a cursor between these 2 bones, and then we'll add a bone, scale it down, and then bring it forward. I think that should make it work. I think. Oh. Ah, okay, I see it now. Okay. So this guy, no, we don't want to track it to that. Let's we have to create 2 other bones. Okay, duplicate these guys. I get it. They want to constrain, we want to track them to this, okay. Right. Okay, it is still wiggling. I'm sure there's a way to go about doing this. Okay, never mind. I believe it has to be done this way. You're gonna have to extrude along its Y normals. Oh, right, the trailer. Okay, thanks for reminding me. I'll check it out real soon. Let's do that. Clear parent. And then we'll create a bone between these 2 guys. Scale it down. Then we'll track these guys to that. Y is up. Y is up. No, sorry, Z is up. Y is the axis that we want to track. Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna parent these 2 guys to this bone, right? Is that what it is? Okay, there it is. Oh, so that's how it's done. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. I see. Okay. There it is. Okay, let me just watch the what is it again? Glitch game oververse. Okay, glitch game oververse trailer. All right, let's check this out. Let me just set this to HD. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Gobbles and Stegosaurus.
Bongo Raptor, we collected all 6 of the missing vowels.
Now all that's remaining left is to reunite them with the stolen captured consonants.
So 1 second. Okay.
Well, good luck.
Tell me when to break down is so wet! Gobbles! If me can't read, nobody can. You missed a few letters, Crow-Muggin.
You can't create words without vowels, Crow-Muggin.
If you
Crow-Muggin.
you'd have known that. Look, the letters are trying to spell something.
Oh, no, wait! We're too late.
Can't wait, beefed it. Time to go.
Oh shit.
Bongo Raptor!
Come on, go.
Oh. God damn. Damn.
Don't let them on the planet, the rats!
If they find Caboodle first, I can't let that happen. I have to find him.
Let's go!
All right, we gotta kick this up a notch, Snappers. You're so useless, and we gotta. You can spit fireballs.
Yeah?
You didn't think that was important to tell me.
So what the big deal is?
Oh my God!
Damn. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I gotta check out this channel. What the heck? You're telling me these were all done by what, indie studios? Is that what you're saying? Holy shit. Okay, okay. Yeah? Really? Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into these guys. Jason Momoa as Lobo in the new Supergirl movie? What the heck? Is that real? No way. Okay, okay. Interesting. Wow. He's both Lobo and Aquaman. Are they hinting at a... Right, I mean, but it's for a different... Is it for a different universe? Are they doing a reboot? I don't know. What do you think about the game over? It looks good. It's a good-looking trailer, that's for sure. Different DC universe? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Just... Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for the raid. Tara for the raid. Ezzy for the raid. Thank you all for all the for showing up. Then we're gonna go live again tomorrow at the same time. So these, again, just a little reminder, these are the timings that I go live every single day. We're gonna continue rigging tomorrow. I'm gonna have to figure out I'm gonna have to go back to watching the course, right? And yeah, tomorrow I'll be back with more rigging stuff. hopefully we'll finish up the leg rig by the end of tomorrow's stream. And yeah, I'll probably continue working on the hair as well, you know. But yeah, thanks once again for watching, and take care. Go say hi to Niche. Please be nice. I know you guys will. Oh, by the way, one last thing, Niche. Just so you know, she's gonna be voice acting for two of the female characters in this short film. So just that is pretty exciting. You know how good Niche can be as a voice actor, right? You've heard her before, right? So yeah, Mia, bye Rebel, bye. Thanks for watching the stream. Go say hi to Niche. Bye.